Time and space, time and space, we not in the race. Listen, truth is I just listen to the signs, so I don't get behind, cleanse my mind. So I'm giving gratitude for this time, space. I listen to what my soul gotta say in this.
Fam. So yes, we are off grid, and I wanted to give you guys some information about how do we get our power. So I have lighting here, so I'm going to show you guys a couple things that I have on the fence here. So you can see we're off grid here. There's an Acadillo I get to look out and the window and see every day. But here is a solar panel. Okay, so it's getting all the light, and at nighttime this area will be lit up, and I have some posted along the fence here. Okay, I have a solar panel here. I have more of them that I haven't put up yet, but not until the home comes. But here is solar panels. Okay. So with the solar panels, this helps us get some energy. So we get at least, that's a 400 watt solar panel, and like I said, I have some more of them that we're going to be utilizing when we get to home. But for right now, we're just using one of those, and then I use a generator here. Okay, so with the generator, that's how we power our EcoFlow system. Okay, so the EcoFlow system is a inverter, and we have a battery with it, and it allows us to run energy. So we have the capacity to have, Wi-Fi, and we have all the things that you would have in your home if you lived in the city, pretty much. So everything works pretty good. That's how I can have cameras out here, Wi-Fi, watch movies, go on PlayStation, like normal, pretty much. Okay? But we do charge it daily, so that is something to consider if you go off grid. Consider how you will use your power. How will you have power? How will you bring power to your dwelling? Okay. Right now we're constantly having to use gas and solar. So on special days when it's rainy or very cloudy, we may not get a lot of solar. So you want to use gas to charge it through an inverter, and it probably takes just a few hours just to charge it up back to 100%. Then pretty much we're good. But I do charge it daily just because I don't like to be on the low end with our power, because you just never know what can happen. So I always try to maintain at least over 50% power for the day. Okay, so that does equate to several trips to a local gas station. So you will have to consider, when you use a generator, will you use all solar, what will you do? And so there's a lot of ways you could do. You could use a windmill. That's going to be my next project, is getting a windmill, so that way we can produce power, because in this area it is very windy in this time of season. So pretty much a windmill would do great to produce maybe 1,500 watts, or just even 1,000 watts can do a lot. Okay. The inverter that we have allows us to use a washer machine and dryer, so it does have more output. It can do up to 400 kilowatts. Normally, like I said, on a daily, we might use maybe 1,500 kilowatts, if that. Right now, we're probably at 0. We don't really run the lights when we're not in there. Kind of like when you do if you were living in the house, or you don't want to have a high-ass electricity bill. The only thing is here, I don't want to waste energy, because energy, it has to be harnessed from the sun and from gas. So we still kind of look at it, but not in the way of, oh my god, I have to pay a big bill because of so and so. And to help out with the gas, I use propane, so that way if it gets cold here in the desert, it gets really cold. It's like 30 degrees here in the winter time, and then it gets around, like right now it's around maybe 70 degrees right now in the winter. So it feels good, there's a little breeze going on. But however, when it comes down to it, it's always good to be prepared for whatever could happen in the case of you can't get to it, or no one can get to you. Okay, so definitely different sources of power, different things you can use to heat your home or your dwelling. So I could have propane, space heaters, All those things are they're very affordable, they last pretty good, you know, so you can get refills. So these are a good way to power your home other than an electric heater. Alright fam, so thank you guys for coming in and tuning out. I appreciate you guys, and definitely if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next round.